Later this week, we saw that Conor McGregor will run for president of Ireland. And I wanted to make a deeper dive on his decision. And I wanted to see who is Conor McGregor. And of course, I was a fan. I followed him in the past from his days in MMA. And I want to see what is happening in Conor's head right now, to see what he thinks. So I will start with some basic stuff about Conor Anthony McGregor. And I didn't know that he has a middle name. He is an Irish, of course. He is born in 14th of July 1988, and he became famous throughout his fighting career. He was fighting in the UFC, and he was the first UFC fighter that had two different titles in two different weight categories, featherweight and lightweight. He began his career in 2008, and he was part of some of the most iconic fights in the UFC history. And to show you some examples is the first with Floyd Mayweather and the second one Khabib. He also made the list of Forbes for the highest paid athletes in the world. In 2018 with 99 million and in 2021 with 180 million. He also starred in a movie, The Roadhouse. But this is not the end for Conor McGregor. He also had some issues with the law. He was in a criminal case and a civil case. The one case was in 2023 with some comments he made about the riots that was happening for the immigration policy of Ireland. And in November 2024, High Court ruled that the assault on a woman in Miami back in 2018, he lost the case and he paid the victim, Nikki Hunt, her legal team, with 1.5 million to Nikki 248,000 euros, which according to him and his legal team, they will appeal this decision. Conor McGregor has a family of 4 and his fiancée Devlin. His net worth right now is, according to Google, around 200 million, and those money came from his fighting career and his brand of whiskey, Proper Number 12. Now he will run for the presidency of Ireland. Earlier this week he met with Donald Trump, and this is a comment he made in the White House.
Yeah.
Americans stay here.
Yeah.
Americans stay here.
Definitely.
Hey, Conor.
Oh. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey, Conor, first of all, did you get into time with President Trump? And also, I know there's some Irish immigrants in the U.S. without status. What do you think should happen to them?
The Irish
There's
immigrants?
some recent Irish immigrants without legal status.
Are we taking questions?
Taking over the podium.
Ireland and America, we are siblings. We consider America our big sibling. So it's important for Ireland to have be a peaceful, happy, prosperous country for the 40 million Irish Americans to have a place to visit, to come back to their home. So we wish for our relationship with the United States to continue, and we wish to be taken care of by the big bro. You know, the United States should look after its little bro, and that's how we feel.
How about the trade?
America.
What about, there's some trade disputes between the U.S. and the EU, and how do you think?
We wish exemption.
Hey, we actually have some stuff that we have to do right now.
I will say, Conor is here to meet with the president. He'll be meeting with him later this afternoon. We couldn't think of a better guest to have with us on St. Patrick's Day. We're both wearing our green. This was not planned, but very festive. And as you know, I'll be having a briefing later at 1 o'clock, so we'll talk more about their meeting later. But he's going over to meet with some other administration officials. He's spending the day in Washington, D.C.
For sure.
So
I'm here to
it'll be
raise
fun.
the issues the people of Ireland face. You know, and it'll be music to the people of Ireland's ears, because never on the main stage has the issues the people of Ireland face been spoke. You know, our government has long since abandoned the voices of the people of Ireland. And it's high time that America is made aware of what is going on in Ireland. What is going on in Ireland is a travesty. Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. You know, our money is being spent on overseas issues that has nothing to do with the Irish people. The illegal immigration racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop. So issues need to be addressed, and the 40 million Irish Americans, as I said, need to hear this, because if not, there will be no place to come home and visit.
There is an example, not from me, but from the media, for what is happening in Ireland and the immigration situation over there. There is a town named Lisdorvarna. I'm sorry for the pronunciation. It's a tiny town with around 1,000 locals, Irish locals. 95% of the locals were Irish. Locals voted against the immigration policies from the government to move immigrants in the local hotel and use the hotel as a migrant center. But that changed, and the government decided to not listen to the locals. So they moved Ukrainians and other immigrants. And the result for that is now this town has 36% of Irish. In the last 20 years, in the whole Ireland, there is a change of the population. 80% now is Irish, and the rest 20 is from immigrants. And this is not from me, but from an article from David Van's Substack. A couple of days ago, we saw that some articles said that Conor Mcgregor will face some charges for the Dublin riots. Yesterday, I think, that changed and said that he will not face anything. But I wanted you to see what he said about the riots. Ireland, we are at war. Ireland, stand our ground for the people of the Ireland. I stand my ground. May our truth never be silenced. The fact, if there is 7 years of zero resistance inside Aras and Ulstrain towards government, Ireland is done for. Magnify where we are right now today, 7,000. I will prefer to sail my yachts. They have to approach the soulless, colorless goblins of Dali Ireland every day. But if I do not, I am well aware Ireland's faith, and I will never let that happen. Vote McGregor. The future of our country depends on it. They will propose for me to sign off on Ireland's EU Migration Pact, which I will refuse as president without it voted on by the people. Ireland, we are a democracy. The people will have the power. A vote for McGregor is a vote for yourself. And those were the tweets he made. And this is very sad because the majority of Ireland says that they can't hold migration policies like that anymore. So McGregor just says what the people think, or at least the majority of people. And I watch him tell this.
Question: if you were to be president of Ireland, would you contemplate of fighting and being president at the same time?
And now entering the octagon, the notorious president of Ireland, Conor McGregor. What fucking right I will. Of course, are you crazy? That's part of why I want to do it. To be announced as the president of Ireland having a fight. Imagine that. Well, you know, for sure. Hell yes. Hell yes.
He will be a fighter and the president. I don't think that this will happen. If you want to achieve something, you need to focus on one thing and one thing only. I don't think this is possible to be an elite athlete and the president of a country. And the thing is that is it even possible that one MMA fighter can win the elections? And here we go. He has over 42 million followers on the social media, and Ireland is 5.3 million. I'm not saying that this is even possible because the majority of followers are not from Ireland, but he has the brand, the social media brand. He has the money to support his election. He has the blessing of US with Donald Trump. And let's not forget what happened in the EU election in 2024 when a YouTuber made it inside the parliament. And this was Fidias. And today I saw a few articles that from the experts saying that it's not possible for him to win. But we have never seen something like that happen before. It's the first time we see something like that. We can't compare it to anything else. And I'm not saying that he will win. But I believe that we'll see something totally different. Something unique and something that we have never seen before. To see an Irish fighter going for the presidency. That is totally unique. But in order to win, he needs a couple of things. First of all, a good team to support him. He also needs to develop his debate skills and made his image more to a politician. But at the end of the day, we don't know what will happen. Only the Irish can decide if McGregor is a good choice for them. Only time will tell.
Be better.